lie, bro. There's a lot of stuff, man. That because I mean, I got one thing on music because I feel like we're gonna have to just keep. I don't like going in order because it's like to go through,
Yeah, go ahead.
Go through the moments, man. So, me and Rob had a conversation briefly. He brought me up to speed on this, and there's two situations because you made me think of something to bring up. Unfortunately, this bull, he get called bull right now. This bull using racial slurs on his show, Mr. Rogan.
Oh, Joe Rogan.
Now, I also brought up another thing too. Was did you hear about the black head coach Brian Flores, Miami, right? He's been getting like racially basically discriminated. What he's saying, he's suing the NFL for not. Like,
I seen a video. I seen a video earlier, and he got bodied real bad.
He was coaching.
He got bodied real bad. I seen a video earlier.
What state? What state was he coaching?
He was coaching Miami.
It's Florida. What the fuck do y'all expect?
No, but no. What I'm saying is he was trying to get another head coaching job. Other places, and his resume is far beyond well enough for him to get a lot of head coaching jobs.
Can I say this about that?
I didn't know too much. I'm only saying that to bring it up.
Yeah, I seen a video of it earlier of I think I forget what show it was. They were talking about it. And he bodied him because he was like, "Oh, you're talking about there's not enough head coaches in the NFL, no, not enough black coaches in the NFL, but look at your legal team. There's no black people on your legal team, literally. So how can you be basically be
pro-black?
No, not pro-black, but a hypocrite. How you gonna be a hypocrite?
The coach.
Yes, they said this to the.
Now, who said this to the coach?
The same way
I forget what show it was. I think it was a
because
ESPN show.
I got a devil's advocate to that.
Yeah,
to me, I feel
too.
like that's cool, but that doesn't play to the point of like what does that have to do? So what?
No, because you're saying it's not enough black coaches when literally the whole league is black. The whole basically 90% of
sports period
players
is black.
Players.
Right.
Yes, players.
But
you're sitting there saying that there's not enough black coaches or black whatever. Mm-hmm. But your legal team is not black at all. And you don't have
who's
one
to say,
black person.
Who's to say those white guys aren't about to fight way harder? Because what if you got a black legal team and they looked at it and they're like,
they about to get paid.
Okay,
first of all, they're about to get paid.
I'll argue the situation. I can't argue in sports, but I argue in entertainment business.
Mm-hmm.
Look at most of these big artists. Most of them artists, like editing, video editing wise, videographers. No, you don't see nobody black. How's that possible? And you can make the same point and say, well, who to say these people won't go hard? Well, who the fuck say these black people, like the dude from all them videographers from Chicago? Why the hell are they put in a bigger position? Right. They started some shit, and you don't see them in this situation.
But maybe his lawyer been his lawyer for.
It's
20 years.
It's nepotism, bro. It's made like that.
Yeah, it is nepotism all
these
around.
People are okay with working with non-black people than putting a black person on.
Yeah,
so
because
we in our own.
For the most part,
I ain't gonna say it wouldn't help them having a black person on his
their
legal
label
team.
pushes those people on them.
But you can't.
Their label pushes those people on them.
Why this is not happening? And then when I look at your team, and
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Here's my thing to that.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's my thing to that. I kind of agree with that, but the problem is a lot of times we do this deflection thing where it's like
that's not deflection.
No, listen. Hear me out.
He's not talking about the legal system.
Hear me out.
Same difference though.
You can have black.
No black lawyers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Listen. No, hear me out. He's asking for more head coaching jobs and more bigger positions in the NFL, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that really an answer to him for you to reply back? Well, you don't have black.
No,
lawyers.
the thing is, it's not about more black. The thing is, it's not about
just
more.
Want the result, right? Just want the result. What does that have to do with the result?
Wait. It's not about more black coaches. It's about him. Literally.
It's not about him.
It's not about more black coaches.
But here's the thing. You know why it's not about him? You want to know why it's about him? Because what he's saying is actual fact. We can look around and see what he's saying is not lying. So
him
it's not
say,
like
no,
him
the
sitting there
thing
going
is,
up for something
he's
that he doesn't
only
know about.
saying that because he doesn't have a job.
No.
He's not
Listen,
coaching.
Let me school you on that. Let me school you on that.
He had interviews lined up after.
Let me school you on that. Let me break it down.
He did 2 interviews since he did this.
Let me break it down. Listen.
He used the racial card just to get those jobs.
Listen. Let me break this down. Because I'm coming just from a sports football fan. Okay, there's rarely any black head coaches, black people in head positions. Period. Brian Flores is more than capable as a head coach. He turned around a football team in Miami that should have been going arguing for the first pick 5 years in a row.
First coach to ever lead a team to 9 straight wins.
Okay, this is not a bum coach.
He should not have been fired.
This is not. So he should have never been fired in the first. His resume already itself. If you say black, blue, orange, don't matter. Okay. His resume itself said he should be sure hired by anybody.
But the thing is, it's about what have you done for me lately.
He just did that. That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
he just left
did you hear this though? Last year was his first year. The Dolphins owner offered him $100,000 per loss so they could tank, so they could draft Joe Burrow this year.
Facts.
And was mad because he didn't do it last year. And they took 2 of them.
And also on top of that, it's not even about what you.
So now Joe makes it to the bowl.
Listen, not even just that.
It's politics now.
He's
just
politics.
Listen.
I'll break it down even further. Right, our coach right now, Matt LaFleur. I question that not because I just want to question our coach. Matt LaFleur's resume. He was coaching the Redskins and the Titans, right?
When he was first hired.
And the Titans offense that year, he was the offensive coordinator for the Titans. They were 25th and worst in the league, right? We hired him basically overnight. Now this is the historic Green Bay Packers. They're going to hire somebody randomly overnight, basically, to handle Aaron Rodgers, whose resume, let's be honest, should not have been, unless he should be the first hire for the Green Bay Packers. So, to me, when I see somebody like Matt LaFleur get picked up, whose resume doesn't seem like that, all because he's just a part of some show and bigotry, and then you got Brian Flores, who's making players and teams who shouldn't be good.
And he came from the Patriots.
And he came from the Patriots. He coached with Bill Belichick, the greatest
Bill fucked up. Bill was the one that texted him. Bill texted him. Job. Bill texted him 3 days before his interview with the Giants and said, mind you, his name is Brian Flores. The guy who got the job, his name is Brian Dable. ABCDEF, like he probably was right underneath of that right. Brian right there.
And he texted the wrong one.
So he texted him and he was like, yo, I heard you getting a job. And he was like, do you know something I don't? And he was like, you got the Giants job. And he was like, I heard from Houston, where Brian Dable was coaching. He was, I heard from Houston and the Giants that you're the man. He was like, Coach, you mean to be texting Brian Dable? He was like, I fucked up. I was supposed to be texting him.
So that's how a lot of that shit started to unravel.
So it's not really about him being black. It's about politics.
It is though, because he still had the interview.
He still went and interviewed, bro. Listen, Mike Tomlin.
Still hired Brian Dable.
Mike Tomlin is like the only black coach that got the longest tenure.
But that coach,
it's only because he.
I mean, that owner is the only owner who's known for hiring black people.
He wanted to make the rule that they have to interview. Ain't that ironic enough? Ironic enough, the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? Mike Tomlin is the 15th longest head coach behind Bill right now, tenure, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, he's never had a losing season, right? And the Pittsburgh Steelers wanted to instate a rule, which they should if they're that big of a franchise. The state of rule that every team has to interview at least 1 or 2 black coaches every offseason.
But they made incentives if you hire them.
Yeah, if you hire
them,
right?
Extra draft pick,
right?
Something like that. Like
right.
Why do they have incentives for hiring black?
I don't think that's weird that rule has to come out from a franchise that already got 6 Super Bowls and had to